If you're watching this video, it's because you want to achieve your New Year's resolution. And by the time I post this, it's going to be just before New Year's. Now, luckily, I've made this video for you because by the 10th habit, you're going to know exactly what to do and a step-by-step roadmap on how to achieve your goals. Why? Because I spent thousands of dollars on course and actually done this stuff myself, as I've been in the self-improvement space for over 5 years now. And I know what works and doesn't work, and why this year is going to be different from any other because of these steps that I've accumulated from the wealth of knowledge that I want to share with you today. The first thing is planning. Every great person that I've ever studied always plans. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you want to be in control of your time, which at the moment, if you're watching this, you most likely want to start a side hustle or something like that, you do not have a lot of money. What you do have is this little thing we call time, right? Time, and we need to track every single thing of it. So I've actually got a spreadsheet and I plan my night. I plan my day the night before. So your day starts the night before. Why? Because the greatest entrepreneurs actually plan everything out and know what they're doing so they can just execute it and go on autopilot the next day. Make sure you do a planning sheet and you put it in a spreadsheet. Google Sheet is free, and simply do that. That way you can track exactly where you're spending your time. The next thing of time is sleeping early. Now, I specifically try to get to bed before 10 p.m. And the reason being is, yes, it's discipline, but you need to fuel your body with energy, and sleep is the only time that we really get any of our energy back. Now, I know some of the greatest entrepreneurs, they really value their sleep. And, you hear stories about Elon Musk sleeping for 6 hours. He's a 0.1% of people. For the majority of people watching out there like you know that sleeping is vitally important, and we know it, but I'm just here to remind you about it. I'm going to lead towards this and why it's so important. But what I would say here is knock out any blue light, avoid any of that, because it's going to be very bad for you, and you want to be making sure that you are 100% ready to smash your goals. All right. The third one is exercise. Now, I know what you may be thinking, well, this is just every generic one, but no, you got to understand that achieving your goals comes from a deeper level than just writing something down. It comes from more. Exercise is my personal way of exerting energy and getting ready for the day coming, right? It gets me in the right mindset. And I don't know what that is for you, but I usually do 45 minutes to 60 minutes of exercise per day. But that might be meditation for you. That might be art. Maybe you like drawing. Maybe that's something you do early in the morning. So whatever that is for you, just to blow off some steam, right? You need to do that, okay? Because if you don't, then it's going to lead to bad habits, which you should have been doing, and you're going to fall back to the exact same thing, and it's going to be the same year all over again, and that's why you didn't achieve. So make sure you do something to, let that steam out in a positive way that's going to benefit you. And that's why I love exercise so much. Even reading can help, and I would definitely recommend it. All right, number 4 is putting your phone away when you're working. Now, I don't know what your goal is, but I can assume that if this applies to you, you want to be doing a side hustle, you want to be social media marketing, you want to do affiliate marketing, drop shipping. And some of those things involve your phone, but anytime it doesn't, and you know that you could just be using your computer, please put your phone away. I beg you. If you're listening to this video, put that phone away, because that is going to avoid you from ever hitting your goal, okay? Why? Because it's a little bit to do with dopamine, and I personally, what I love to do is listen to some music, specifically classical music, and it actually boosts creativity. There's plenty of studies out there that have actually told you that classical music increases your creativity and productivity, and it's why I love it so much. Just put it in your headphones, just put a playlist on Spotify, and trust me, you're going to get way more done. And that's why planning right now and executing that plan is number 1. And that's why the next one is creating content. You see, most people that are watching this, I'm guessing, is going to be for money-wise, and they want to get their money goals done in 2025. Now, the great thing about this is that no matter what business you're doing, you have to create content. You have to create content because no matter what you do, you have to sell. And the most modern day form of selling is on social media, because you can create a post for free and that gets millions of views, while someone else spends thousands of dollars on an ad and they get no sales. And yet you've built an audience of people that absolutely adore you, and they say, well, I resonate with this person, I trust this person. And in selling, trust is the only thing that you have in order to make a sale, okay? And trust is what people want and need. And if they follow you and believe you, then you can sell them absolutely anything if you just delay that ask. That's why number 6 is quick breaks. I'm specifically talking about a habit that I regret, and that was the lunch slump. Have you ever had a lunch break and, when you have nothing or no direction for you, you simply just take 2 hours for a lunch break? You watch a bit of a show, maybe listen to a podcast, but you never really get to your lunch without getting onto your phone. And trust me, if you just have your lunch, you do nothing else but prepare your lunch, make it, eat it, it should only ever take you around 15 minutes, okay? Working in a retail job, you'll probably know that you only get a 15 to 30-minute break. That's how much time it should take you. And I'm not saying that you should be treated like an animal, but what I am saying is that it needs to be quick and sharp. And if you get into the habit of the slump break, where it's kind of like a hump, and then you have to get back into that mindset of your workspace and all that stuff and baggage that comes with it, it just takes you out of this zone, which is why planning, once again, executing on that time. Time is the most important asset that you have next year, and you cannot waste a single second of it. All right. Number 7 is recording your results. So at the end of the day, what you're going to do is, as well as that spreadsheet of exactly planning your day out, you're going to be looking at it, and at the end of it, you're going to say, did I do this one habit? Okay. You can have a habit tracker. You can just say, tick, I've done this, I've executed on my day. And you want to be recording a certain result. So for me in sales, that would be outreaching, cold calling, email marketing, DMs, something like that, creating content. You need to be able to measure your results, because how do you know that you've reached your goal if you never actually recorded your results in the first place and don't know what success is? Because without a direction, you're just going to be sailing in a circle for years and never actually achieve anything. The saying goes that having a goal too big can be too daunting, and you just never know where to start. Which is why I've also got this. So going on with sleeping early, blue light is probably the worst thing that I could ever say. Like, just in terms of trying to get to your goals, these are just such micro things. But trust me, the small things do add up. I personally use these blue light blocker glasses. You can get some from Amazon. And 2 hours before that, you need to religiously make sure that you're turning off everything, because your sleep, once again, your time is very valuable. And if you want to go to bed and wake up early, wake up at 6 a.m., maybe that's your goal, then you need to make sure that you do anything that it takes to reach it and not waste a single second. People just don't understand how valuable their time is. I mean, every single day is a new opportunity to achieve your goal and work towards that goal, right? So if you do these small things, once again, it's executing onto your time, and you're getting this task done. Everything else is a distraction. I don't care what it is. If it's hanging out with your friends, if it's, watching social media, spending too much time on YouTube, it all needs to be done, right? Then once you've done this, there's more work that can be done. And just never get distracted, and always put it on plan A, all right? Always plan A, there is no plan B. And this is my favorite thing that I've learned. And when you're starting your journey, and it'll be the first day of January 1st, you think to yourself, well, Dante, what do I even do? What is even the first step of reaching this goal? You've got the big, broad goal, and every day you'll just be stuck and saying, well, I don't feel like I'm achieving this. You don't feel like you're getting any gratification, and there's no wins or results. The biggest results you can do is setting small goals, specifically actionable goals, okay? That'll mean, let's say, exercising 20 minutes today, right? The next day, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45, 60. And then you're doing it once a day, then you're doing it twice a day, then you do it 3 times a day, all right? It's incremental improvements like that that keeps the motivation going. And I don't like motivation, but trust me, that sense of win will help you get to that goal. And the small goals create a really good feedback loop for you, which is what you need, because this stuff can bring you down a lot, not seeing progress. And when you haven't made your first sale or nothing, you can look back at this and say, hey, well, I did these actions and I did 10 of these, I did 20 of these. I'm doing good. I'm putting in the reps. That's what you want. Because number 10 and the final one is simply action, 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 action. We tend to live in our heads all the time. And we always get frustrated and never know what to do next. But all I can say to you is that at the end of the day, you have to look back at your day that you've just done and say, what can I bring from today, move towards tomorrow, and say, I've learned something. And what can you say that, all right, this is what I've accomplished today. This is what I said, that I've used my time wisely and it's gone to something that's important to me and will help me achieve whatever I want in the future, right? So if you're doing actions and you're hitting those small goals and you're planning your day and you're sleeping early, you're getting exercise, you're putting your phone away, you're creating content constantly, you're taking quick short breaks, you're recording your results, you're avoiding the blue light, you're reaching these small goals in order to create a good feedback loop, and you're only ever doing actions and not staying up here, but putting it into real world stuff like I am with this video, creating something of value and putting it out there in the world and doing actions, I can guarantee that 2025 will be your best year, okay? All I ask from you is that you comment what you want to do in 2025. And I don't care what that is. I don't care how big or bold it is. I know you can do it if you become this person. The person you are right now is the person worthy of goals, but I can guarantee that if you do this, then you'll reach your goals, okay? So I'm not here to sell you anything. I don't want anything from you. All I do ask is that you stay engaged with this channel and you help others about it, all right? If you're trying to achieve your goals in 2025, it's all about becoming the person that you need to become in order to reach those goals. I talk about a lot on my channel, and it's inspired me from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, which is the book that's made me create this channel in the first place. So please, hopefully you enjoyed this. Come back every day if you want as a resource, and you can look back at this. Maybe not as messy, maybe rewind it, go from the start. But I hope you enjoyed